I full trust in you guys. Part of why I wanted to work with you, Dennis, and the nonprofit is because I knew early on that this was going to be, excuse me, this is going to be emotionally heavy. And for any Gold Star family out there that wants to document your story, it really helps to have a third party. You know, it really helps to have a third party that is committed to getting, you know, your fallen hero story done from beginning, middle, and end. Because it's very easy to, I remember going through some of the footage. Like, I think you had shared the archive where I could watch my dad's memorial service back in Yokosuka. Mm-hmm. And I never watched that before. And I remember I cried that whole afternoon. Like, I dedicated a whole afternoon to just crying because I didn't know what to expect. And you know, and I think that the beauty of working with you guys was you were able to take an objective view. You know, you were there to see the whole journey through. You know, like, of course you care enough, but you also are detached to keep it going forward. You can see the bigger picture of getting this project done. So that's what I would encourage for Gold Star families, and also to anyone that wants to support what Dennis and his team is doing is, you know, we may be part of why military Gold Star families cannot tell their story is because even right now, you know, like, I think I'm pretty charismatic, but even I'm choking up, right? Just thinking about the past. And I've already been, what is it? It's been like 25 years, you know, since I lost my dad, and those feelings can still come up for me. And so the reason why you guys are so important is to help us get our stories out. You know, we get, at least for me, like, I'm getting emotionally choked up, even trying to find the words, like, where to begin. So I'm just so grateful that your team was willing to, you know, and I know Keith did a lot of the heavy lifting with, you know, combing through all the things and crafting our story in a very cohesive way where you can it's just such an easy read. You can read my dad's book in like 2 hours and you just get the full picture, you know, and the 2 hours of reading that book doesn't do credit to, you know, the months or however long it took for him to write that book and hear our stories and empathize with us. And so it's important. The work you guys do is important because we can't tell our stories. You know, the fact that you guys exist and you worked really hard to get my dad's book done and to see that you're already writing stories for other families. It just comes to like this is important. This does matter. And we are in such a very fortunate position. Like, I feel very blessed that I could carry this burden of carrying on my dad's story, my dad's legacy, like that. But we need help. You know, we need help. We need people like you, Dennis, and your team to pull those stories out of us, because we don't even think we should tell our stories. It's not even a thought. It's kind of, you got to keep on keeping on. You know, like, I think about my, you know, again, going back to my mom, she didn't think like, oh, we just lost dad, I need to tell this story. She's like, no, I need to raise 3 kids. Right. I need to raise 3 kids. I need to get them into a stable home. I need to get them to college, because that's what me and my husband wanted. You know, right. I need them to become adults and, like, you know, leave the nest. There's not a moment where she's going to stop to think, I need to document this, you know? Right. And so I feel very, you know, blessed to be in a position to acknowledge the significance of our story. And then also to have had my sister who was ready. She was ready to go there. And it just all, you know, the stars aligned in a sense when whoever introduced me to you, you know, and you offered this opportunity. It was like, of course we need to do this, because, you know, mom's not going to do it because she's done enough. You know what I mean? And this is, and so it's really up to the kids. It's up to, you know, like, my dad's kids, which is us, to do this. And so I just wanted to share that and express my gratitude and the significance of what it means to, you know, work with you, Dennis. And again, I can't thank you enough, you and Keith and the team, to work with my family.